Water is drank. Let's see how well this goes. Right, I was gonna have you buffing. That's already. Step forward. Step forward. Let's try not to use too many more snipes. Realized what I was doing when I used it. I need those for the bosses because, man, it's expensive. Okay, so we should be able to get an early kill in darkness. I wish there was a button that I could just click myself on, and then there we go. I have become my own character, and have them be, like, super powerful. But no. No, that doesn't exist. Who called me? Someone in Mississippi. I don't know anyone in Mississippi. Interesting. You have 2 stragglers. They no longer exist. Gonna teleport you over. And begin the buffening. Hurt the hell out of him, but honestly, I would rather that than her continuing to live. For any amount of time. Teleport. Yeah, there's nothing I can do by clicking on this, right? Yeah, I don't have, like, super unit, like XCOM or something. Do it. Go for the kills. I need to undo that. And I'm going to immediately run you across the city. No, I'm going to teleport you next turn. Yep. All right. You take a step off, you teleport over. A button on you, that's right. Move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and snipe. You're isolated. You just took no damage again. Let me guess, she has big resistance that I never noticed. Yeah, 55%. Well, bring you up. Take a couple steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't quite need to use that much, but that is fine. And turn. Hello, more ball. Yep, there's the buff that I fear and loathe. And that's a loathe with a TH. Have you start rotating over to this. It's a potion of stone because it's going to hurt. You keep that buff up. Every round we can complete faster is a load less we'll have to deal with. Honestly, that one's really good. Because of that. Yeah, he's fine. Hit him. Hit him. There we go. Go wait over here, you with your friend. Right, don't forget to, like, take your turn, Scramble. Three, 4, and 5. One, two, 3. I didn't need to attack this one. I should have attacked that one. Okay. All right, where's your weapon? Of course it's on that side. Why couldn't it be on a better side? Heck, even on the injured guy's side would be better. The reason this side's probably the worst is because if I bounce a thing to it, this guy's gonna be half dead. So I have to manually clear out the actual people on it. At least if I want to get an isolation. Technically I don't have to, but it gets me a lot more. A few... Lightning? Well, back to here. There we go. One less of that. Oh, I have explosion. Forgot about that. Can't have an energetic on the field. There we go. I want him not to use up... Yeah, I don't want him to kill the people, because if he kills the people, he doesn't get the healing off the poison. May not be a huge amount, but it's something. I am going to run lightning, even though I'm low on HP. Just for that number of kills. Nope. I can't kill this. It's gonna have to wait another turn, and by then there's gonna be more people around it. Don't have a good feeling about this run anymore. I had a great feeling up until I lost that guy. And even around then, like, not even just the when I lost him, but around when I lost him, I was going, I think the way I need to plan out the fight is I have to be prepared not to defend each side out like this. I have to be prepared to defend the sides in the core and just use tons and tons of AoE on them. And then I think I have to put my teleportals, like, out here. Probably in the corners, just because that's the less packed area. So that I can get my isolation boss killers to actually kill the weapons. Yeah. as it is right now, since I'm fighting so far out of my base. Yep, love it. Since I'm fighting so far out of my base, my people aren't able to get good AoEs off. Whereas I feel like the abilities for propagations to, like, efficiently kill people with mana would be much higher than what I'm currently trying to get done. In other words, strat bad, need new one. Stand you here. You are going to need to kill the people up front. One, two, three. I think I can get those. Then my hope is 2 of these kills it without damaging my guy too much. No. I was trying to rely on dodge. Never rely on dodge scramble. Well, I'll play it out till the end, but I don't think the end is very far away. Kaboom. Make sure he does. 2 shots kill him. Okay. I'm severely misunderstanding the amount of damage I can deal with this guy. Take a few steps over. I think this will be fine. Yeah, I just kill my people by attacking the thing. Yeah. This is not pleasant. The monsters slowly continue to encroach on my area. And I wish there was a trick to it, but I think the trick is just skill, which is, as I've probably noted 1,000 times already, something I generally sorely lack. I think I'm gonna decide on something to swap out for the extra level buff. Upgrading the level up stat stuff to be more likely to be blue. Because as it is right now, I see that as being one of the ways that I'm probably lacking the most. It's just stats. And while the current damage stat buff is really good for the early game, the same amount as 1 blue. That probably goes for most of the buffs that I'm getting from that. Yep, and now you're just sitting there, and can't even break the boss's armor. No, I broke the boss's armor. Alright. Still not great. Yep. I give it maybe 2 turns before I'm just dead. Well. Like, currently my damage is just jumping into him. That isn't very good damage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and this one's already out of mana. You know what? Screw it. Get the kill. Get the kill! I'm gonna call that good enough as I now proceed to die. Yep. Yep. I was really enthusiastic up until this part, because, like, in just generally playing this game, because up until this part there was always something new that I was going to get, something cool to see and stuff like that. But I'm not sure I enjoy the way that these bosses were intended to be made hard. Because the way that these bosses were intended to be made hard is all of those mechanics that you saw in the previous ones, you get a fight at once. At least I believe we've seen them all in previous ones, because I believe the spawning thing was from the plant, the dryad. The, what's it called? The simultaneous kill is from Lakeberg, from the massive Hydra head. You needed to kill both at once at the last stage or something. Or at least it looked like it was supposed to be killed both at once. I don't remember what the early ones are, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the orbs. I'm gonna be honest. And that's neat. Except we already have a super hard wave before this one. Like, there's the two-side wave that it just goes all-out ham on, which is beatable, but you always use up a ton of your energy, a ton of your money, you lose structures. Whereas in previous bosses, that had always been the given stage of, yes, this is going to be slightly easier than the rest of the stages to give you a breathing second before the boss goes, oh god, rock my socks off. Which is completely thrown off its kilter here. With just going, you get to die. Will be hard enough that you have a reasonable possibility to lose someone if you don't play perfectly. Which does not provide that breathing room that you would normally get in the other ones. It's, the way the map is set up never has an area that you can call safe, because, like, even with this barrier here, even if that was completely solid, there would still be flyers going over it, and the flyers spawn like 100 at a, or not 100 at a time, like 3 or 4 at a time, which means you need to dedicate at least one person to come back and try and deal with that. All the while there are elite spawning, which a lot of the time elites can be just like the reason you lose something on its own in certain circumstances. Because you're busy dealing with other stuff or you've used your resources already. Because you need to use resources to deal with a lot of different kinds of elites. And then you have these buffs that are going on, which not all the buffs are terrible. Some of the buffs are reasonable. But poison immunity means that you cannot have someone who deals poison damage. Because if you do, and he RNG buffs that side, all of a sudden you no longer can deal with that. And that's putting aside the fact they've got, like, plus 200 armor, or 300 armor. So the only way you can really deal with it is a melee character, which you then need to move a melee character over there somehow, or some other way have that advantage in place. Which, unless they're trying to force everyone to have versatile in their squads, which, if that's the way it wants to be, that's the way it wants to be. Forgot the other guy. But you also have the issue where they put in the you only have one weapon type, what is it, solo or something? No, that's not what it's called. Anyway, you have the only one weapon type perk. So are we not supposed to get that perk? And if we're not supposed to get that perk, why have it in if it's only going to be like 1 or 2 people get the perk? Because otherwise it's trying to encourage you to take that playstyle by having that perk in. And I don't like being encouraged to do things that are generally... Yep, thank you. Are generally not great for you. It's just a little bit frustrating. And then, of course, this stage is so drawn out that you have to kill each one of these. One with the ability to just go, you're attacking me, you're going to take damage for that with the thorns, and then additionally, you're standing anywhere close to me, so I'm going to use the execute and insta-kill one of your people. No, I'm going to charge up, or like if you continue to stand next to me so it's on a timer, just, yep, you stood next to me. And the other one has a stun, which is more forgiving, but also has regeneration. So if you don't kill them in that one turn, and you happen to get stunned because you're like a melee without a high enough movement speed or something like that, immediately that character is effectively useless in terms of damage because they're just healing back up. It's like, what, 20% regen? Oh, sword teleport. 15% regen. Yeah, so you have to deal more than 30% of their health with one person if you don't want it to regen all of that in the time that the stun can happen. And you can get stuff to counter stuns, but you have to get stuff to counter stuns. Otherwise, you have to have just enough damage to nuke him. And then it's 7 nights, so economy is shorter. I think 7. Might be 6. And you have to do economy the first night? And I don't know why you have to do economy the first night. Because in all the previous ones, it's just gone, yeah, just do as you will. And it was cool the first time, but after that, it's just... If I want the most money, I have to do 3 set things. Build the gold mine, upgrade it fully, build a house, use the gold mine, build a house, use the gold mine, build another gold mine. And I don't know why anyone would do something other than that. Alright, well, either way, thank you very much for coming, everyone. Sorry for being a bit of a downer on this one. It's just, it's stressing me. Probably next week I will be playing something else. We'll see what that is. And then we'll be back to this the week after or the week after that, depending on, because stress. Yeah, thank you very much for coming, everyone. Good luck out there. Hope to see you all next time. And hopefully my game didn't crash. Oh, it did crash. That's the first time.